Peace, y'all. Welcome back to another reading. You already know the vibes, divine destiny. So we're just gonna tap right in. Let's take these breaths real quick. Tap in with spirit. At this time, calling forth my spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, asking what messages you have to deliver to the collective today for the progression and elevation in every aspect of life. Asking you to shield, cloak, protect, and cover me as I channel these messages and giving gratitude for using me as a vessel in which these messages flow to and through today. Many blessings. Amen. Ashe. Spiritual strength. Firm foundation. Harmony. Bottom of the deck is moving on. Interesante. So off top, Spirit is saying that the things that you've gone through, the things that you've healed through, the things that you've learned through, have brought you into this place of spiritual strength, right? It has brought you into a space of wisdom, right? Wisdom is applied knowledge, so no longer is it just like oh, okay. Like the saying, if you knew better, you do better, right? Like now it's, you know more and you're doing better, like, right? The doing is the part. The doing is the wisdom. It's one thing to know better, but when you really start to do better, that's when shit starts to change for you. 222 on my timer as I'm saying this, right? And so as you're moving in the space of spiritual strength with this 9 at the top, right? That's the end of a cycle, right? So this entire cycle, for however long it is you were going through these lessons, these experiences, these obstacles, these challenges, right? The whole time you were going through this, you were learning to know better. And now that you've reached the end of this cycle, right, you've stepped into the energy of doing better, is what I'm hearing, right? And doing so is calling you into a firm foundation, right? It's building the foundation, the stability, the security on a financial, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical level, right? It's bringing you into a place of harmony. It's bringing you into a place of balance. With this moving on, at the bottom of the deck, this is a level up, new levels, new devils, and everybody can go, okay? You're stepping into a new gate, basically. Like if you're walking across the border, if you don't have the access to go across the border, you can't go, right? And that access is this spiritual strength, this applied knowledge, right? That you have stepped into. So you're moving on past some shadows, into the light, past some old things, whatever it was or is that you're cycling out of, whatever it is that you're leaving past that was teaching you to know better, right? Now that you're doing better, you're moving away from those things, you're moving out of those energies. And that is precisely what is bringing you this harmony. That's precisely what is bringing you this firm foundation. You moving away from, walking away from things that are causing you conflict, things that are causing you chaos, betrayal, right? Things that you're just like absolutely over. Yeah, with this Page of Swords, the energies, it's like you're discontent and bored with certain things. You are no longer satisfied. You are no longer interested, intrigued by the same things that you once were, right? And these energies can feel that. These energies can see that. These energies are watching you grow. These energies are watching you or feeling you become more distant, move away because of your spiritual growth, because of your spiritual knowledge, right? Whether this is just like mentally and emotionally, even though you might be there physically present, you're not necessarily there mentally and emotionally. You're floating away. Where are you? Where are you? You're drifting. You're drifting away from the conflict. You're drifting away from the betrayal. You're drifting away from the deceit. It ain't even a drift with this Knight of Swords. You're going quickly, okay? You're going quickly toward a bag, toward an opportunity, towards security, towards stability, toward this firm foundation. With the bottom of the deck energy being this devil, yeah, you're moving away from quickly, like we said, you're quickly cutting off, moving away from, releasing in whatever way, shape, or form that is, the energies that are no longer serving you, those obsessive, addictive behaviors, energies, people, places that had you stuck in habits, mentalities, or mindsets that don't serve where it is you're going. You're done with that. You're over it. And this is exactly where Spirit needed you to be. Okay? So that they could begin to move the mountains. Ooh, with the Ace of Swords coming out, speaking truth. Spirit is now moving mountains for you. Because you started moving mountains for yourself energetically, right? With this Emperor card coming out, with this firm foundation, you started moving in your own power. You started stepping in, honoring, living through your own power. And that is moving you toward the firm foundation it is that you're looking for. With this Three of Cups, Spirit is celebrating you. You're moving into a place of celebration, right? But Spirit is also celebrating you, and they're celebrating you by helping you move into this place of firm foundation, right? Putting an ending to, with this Death card, putting an ending to heartaches, losses, betrayals, deceits, right? Putting an ending to relationships that keep you in the Three of Swords, heartbreak, heartache energy, right? Stepping into truth, leaning into truth, leaning into your own truth. And that truth is leading you to a place of harmony, to a place of balance, right? Oof, with that green, that always gives me heart chakra. Releasing, letting these swords fall out of your heart, whatever these betrayals, these losses, this deception, disillusion, whatever it is, putting ending to that is really opening you up in your heart chakra. And opening yourself up in your heart chakra, right? Recognizing that love is the universe's language, and the universe is pouring love into us from all directions in every aspect of life, right? This reading right here, if you're connecting with me, this is the universe pouring love into you right now. So if you're closing yourself off to receiving love in any way, shape, or form, you're closing yourself off from receiving the universal love that Spirit is trying to pour into you at this time. But also with this Knight of Cups coming out with this Harmony card, with the heart chakra energy, there's definitely an opportunity for love. Someone wants to extend an apology, right? Maybe give a sincere offer, have a sincere, genuine conversation about their feelings at this time. Maybe this is you. Maybe you need to do that, right? With this Two of Pentacles coming out with the strength in the middle of the Knight of Cups, right? So it's almost like stepping into or out of the energy of back and forth, teeter-tottering on the edge of your strength, teeter-tottering on the edge of your vulnerability, teeter-tottering on the edge of trust, right? Teeter-tottering on the edge of taking a step forward, maybe, toward someone or something. Spirit is saying, step into your strength, step into your power, move away from what is not serving you. They're guiding you away from this. They're guiding you out of this. So stop doubting it. Stop going back and forth in your mind. Like, Yes. I love that with the Empress energy coming out. Stop going back and forth in your mind. It's time to sit pretty. It's time to sit nurtured. It's time for life to it's it's time for life to love you, is what I heard, right? You've been pouring your love, your energy, your time into life and been receiving Three of Swords energy, deception, deceit, deception and deceit is the same thing. Deception, betrayal, envy, chaos, conflict, right? That's what you've been receiving, and Spirit is sailing you out of this energy so that you can step into your Empress energy, man or woman, though the Emperor and the Empress are both out here, so this could definitely be in relationship, and you releasing whatever this Three of Swords energy is, you letting these swords fall out of your heart and really mending yourself is helping you to heal your heart in a way that is attracting your equal counterpart, someone who is going to be the Emperor to your Empress, or vice versa, right? You're being guided spiritually in this direction, and they are being guided to you. Anything else? 10 of Wands. Drop the burdens, baby. Drop the burdens of the past. Drop the burdens of waiting on a shift, waiting on some energy that has left you in this Three of Swords energy to change, to shift. Spirit is saying, in that. Stop that. You're breaking your own heart waiting for this conflicting and chaotic energy to change or do something different because you're changing and it's not, or they're not, and it's maybe not their time, but that is not your job. It is not your burden to try to change everybody else. Moving on. I'm just saying, yeah, with this trapped in fear and suffering in silence. And over here, I was with this Knight of Cups. I was talking about maybe you needing to step towards somebody or to share your feelings, being open and vulnerable. And both of these cards being blue, that's throat chakra energy, right? It's time to speak up. It's time to say what you need to say. It's time to step out of whatever entrapment you have going on. Okay, because we're no longer carrying the baggage mentally, emotionally, or energetically of whatever these deceptions and betrayals are. That's why it's in reverse. That's why Spirit is telling you to end it. Cut off. Whatever way it is, you need to do that. If that means releasing a person, if that means burning a candle, if that means doing a meditation, whatever that looks like for you. Say what you need to say. If you don't have the ability to say it to that person or that energy, write it down, burn it, release it. Release whatever it is that has you stuck in this mental and emotional loop of fear, of anxiety, of depression. It's got you suffering in a cycle. And Spirit is saying, for what? Because your spiritual union is on the other side of these burdens. Your spiritual union is on the other side of you just trusting and stepping out of your Two of Pentacles back and forth, teeter-tottering ass energy, and being guided toward the blessings, being guided out of the burdens, right? Stepping into faith, stepping out of fear and stepping into faith is what I heard, right? So that you can be guided toward the spiritual union, so that you can be guided to the financial and material prosperity and abundance it is that you've been asking for, but also what you deserve. Bottom of the deck energy here, intuition. So you already know what it is. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. So what are you waiting for? You waiting for a sign? 1414 on my timer. If that wasn't sign enough, this entire reading is your sign. Ace of Swords. Heed this message. Follow your intuition. Trust yourself. Trust your inner guidance. Get out of whatever mental or emotional blockages has you going back and forth. Okay. Under that is accelerated motion. Trusting yourself is going to call and attract and magnetize everything it is you've been asking for, looking for, hoping for. 1444 on my timer as I'm saying this into you quickly. Trust yourself. Step into your abundance. Step into your faith. Release your fear. Release your anxieties. The past is literally just that. And that's where it exists, that's where it resides, but you've overcome that. You've elevated past that. You've aligned past that. You're doing better. So allow better into your life, but you have to be open to receiving it. 15:15 on my timer, so what's up? That has been the message. If you like this video, share it with somebody you love. If you'd like to book a personal reading, everything you need is in the description box below. And until next time, stay divine.